Hi, and welcome back to Creative AI. I am Pixelpia, and this is the Prompt Lab. In my last video, we explored how to shape Midjourney prompts by adding style to change the entire vibe of an image. Today, we are shifting focus, literally, because we are going to talk about different lenses. When a photographer talks about lenses, they are talking about how we see, not just what we see. Wide or close, above or below, clean or cinematic. These are choices. And Midjourney prompts response to these choices. If you want to guide the AI to frame your subject in a certain way, you need to think like a photographer. So let's break it down by moving over to my computer and Midjourney. So here we are in Midjourney. We are going to use the same base font for these experiments today, and that is a girl in a forest. And I have already rendered 4 images with just that base font, as you can see right here. We are also, as usual, making sure we have no aesthetics at all on. We are going to work in 4x3 and in version 7 standard. I don't have any personalization on because I want to see how the raw Midjourney handles these prompts. And we are going to try 10 prompts. All of them will have the starting with a girl in a forest. And the first one we are going to try is a girl in a forest close-up portrait. And as you can see, this brings us into more emotional images. Faces, eyes, expressions. It's intimate compared to the initial prompt. The next one we're going to try is a girl in a forest wide shot. And here we are zoomed out. The girl becomes part of the environment. There is space and distance. The next one we're going to try is a girl in a forest shot from above. And in these images, the forest feels vast. The girl feels small and vulnerable in a different way. This is also called a bird's eye view. Now we are going to do the opposite. We are going to prompt a girl in a forest, low angle shot. And here she towers. There is weight, power, sometimes even surrealism in the images. The next one we're going to try is a girl in a forest, over the shoulder shot. Now I think the images are telling more of a story. Is she watching something? What is she watching? What is happening outside of the frame? And now we're going really close up by writing a girl in a forest macro lens. Here we can see textures very close. We see details that we maybe didn't notice from a distance, except for this fourth image where, well, this is maybe macro, but at the same time, Midjourney put a camera in her hand, so I don't know how it interprets that prompt. The next one is one that can give very interesting results. A girl in a forest, Dutch angles. This will put a little tilt to our image. Maybe not so much in this first image, but here we have definitely a tilt and we have a little fisheye effect even. This is it underneath? Is it from below? Is it from the side? Is it over the shoulder? It's a little mixed bag there. Here they tilted the whole image. Now we're going to try a couple that really uses photographic vocabulary. A girl in the forest shot on 85mm lens. And if you compare to the other images we just looked at, these are a little bit more blurred effect. They are not as sharp as Midjourney will create them without that little adding 85mm lens. This time we will add a concept of what type of film we are using in a camera. A girl in the forest on Kodak Portra 400 film. And this to me has a more nostalgic feel. This is the type of photography I grew up with. And the last example I want to share with you here is a girl in the forest on Ilford HP5 film, black and white. And these are more dramatic, especially in black and white, but with the choice of film as well. So those were the 10 examples I wanted to share with you. There are hundreds of more ways to describe the angles, the type of film, the lenses, of course. And if you have followed along in this series, we have talked about adding a word, we have talked about style, and we have today talked about lenses. And of course, you can combine them. So here we're going to try a combination. Instead of just saying a girl in a forest, I have added a word, a lost girl in a forest. We have a couple of examples of lenses, wide shot on 85mm lens, and we have a style reference in the style of pictorialism. So let's see what that will give us. And here we go. These images are really interesting. The more you learn the language of visuals, the more you feel like a photographer inside Midjourney. As in my other videos in this series, I will pick one from each of the 10 examples we did here today and put a collage together at the end of this video, where I also will add the prompts. So that was lenses. Next time in the Prompt Lab, we will explore the magic of lighting. Harsh shadows, soft glow, glowing neon or candlelight. Lighting doesn't just brighten the scene, it also defines the mood. So get ready to play with highlights and shadows in episode 4 in this series. Until then, keep experimenting. And if you discover a lens trick that blows your mind, please share it with us in the comments down below. And if you like this series, I would appreciate if you give it a thumbs up or maybe even subscribe to my channel. I hope to see you here in my next video. Until then, as always, stay curious. Bye!